All right, so Fender has officially gone after PRS, and I figured that it's time for me to throw my hat in the ring because, as you can tell, I'm a proud PRS Silver Sky owner, and I will not be sending this thing back in any kind of recall, destruction of property crap that Fender wants. Do I think it's going to get to that point? No, I don't. But I was curious if Fender was going to go after PRS or if they were only going to target the small builders, but it looks like everybody is getting the smoke. But I wanted to make this video not to attack Fender or to praise PRS as them being the best or worst guitar brand in the world. The purpose of this video is to kind of bring in the the reason why this kind of scrutiny is good, but it needs to be across the board. It doesn't just need to be about a guitar brand that starts going after small guitar builders. Like, if we're going to start attacking corporations and saying that we're going to boycott them or we're going to never do business with them again, that needs to apply to all organizations. For instance, in my personal opinion, I think Amazon is a much worse corporation with their pushing of AI and the way that they treat their workers, and everybody's seen the negativity around Amazon. But how many people that are making videos saying that they're not going to play Fenders anymore have an Amazon Prime shipment on the way to their house right now? So that's why it's kind of funny to see people freak out so bad about Fender but still continue to support things that are way worse. But when it comes to how we do business as a society, as an economy, we've been conditioned by consumerism, where if somebody is really popular, say John Mayer or Slash or whatever, these brands can use those people to generate sales, because if they use it, then it's got to be good, right? And so hopefully people can really start to step out of that psychosis and be like, hey, are the products that we are spending our money on, are they good? Are the organizations that we support, do they really want to give us what's best for us, or do they just want to take advantage of us? And when it comes to the guitar brands, I truly believe that PRS, Paul Reed Smith, I truly believe that he wants to give people good instruments that they can rely on at whatever price point. And I truly believe that that's the case because of my experience. I've had this guitar since April of 2020. I've played it nearly every single day since I've had it. The fretboard is even starting to wear down pretty good because of how much I played this guitar, which has never happened with any other guitar that I've had. And I have not had to send this thing in for any kind of repairs, any changes, any whatsoevers. So from my experience, PRS has been the best guitar manufacturer that I've dealt with. I've had to do a lot of work on my Fenders. I've had to do a lot of work on my Gibson. And so I truly believe that PRS is a great example of an organization, a corporation, a company that wants to provide value, real value. And another organization that I think is a phenomenal example of one that deserves the market share that they have is Sweetwater. Sometimes I do Sweetwater. I do business with Sweetwater over my local guitar store because I've been treated better by Sweetwater's employees than I have theirs. And so what I would really like to see come out of this is a change in the consumer mindset of, what are we really getting for our money? Are these corporations really representing us and wanting to provide value for us or themselves? One thing that I think could really change the game is if some of these really high profile guitar players like Slash, John Mayer has been one historically to show people that he will go against a brand and go with a different brand if they will basically do what he asked for. I mean, that's Fender. All they had to do was just respond to John Mayer and try to work with him on some changes, and they thought they were too good for changing their guitars, so he went to PRS. And obviously there's a lot of controversy about that guitar, but in my experience, every single Silver Sky that I've played is better than most of the Strats that I've played. And so one of the things that I can really agree with from some of these videos of people criticizing Fender is, if you don't want people to buy other Strats, then make better Strats. Make better guitars, and then people won't feel the need to switch brands. And so hopefully some people like Slash and not that he's specifically Fender, but that he, Slash and as that example is somebody who can sell Gibson a ton of guitars. If Slash were to leave Gibson and cancel his contract and say, I'm not endorsing Gibson anymore, that would really, really hurt Gibson. And so that's what it's going to take, is for these types of guitar players and artists to kind of take a stand. And we'll see if that ever happens. But until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your year, and I'll see y'all in the next video.